40 years ago, the dictionary definition of the word vanity was all that existed. Well, times have changed, my friend, thanks to Prince and the woman he named Vanity. As a lead singer of Vanity 6, her first and only album with the group sold almost 500,000 copies. Now the singer-songwriter, model, actress has her first solo album out on Motown Records, and aside from all her accomplishments, she is Video Soul's She's Hot contest winner for 1984. We're honored tonight to have as our guest co-host on Video Soul, the beautiful and talented Vanity. Hello. How are you? It is such a delight. Well, but first of all, we got to clip this on. Well, I think you better. No, I think you better do it.
You bet.
Welcome to Video Soul.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if you can find a spot to clip it on or not.
Oh, I can always find a spot. There we go.
It is such a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. First of all, I can't believe you picked me. Here, get over here. I can't believe you picked me.
Well, we didn't pick you, actually.
There.
Yeah, all the people out there picked you. You won, hands down. There's no question about it.
That's
You're our
wonderful.
hottest contest, so we congratulate you on that and all your other accomplishments. And what kind of coat is that?
This is gorilla. This is the wild animal.
Is that right?
This is what the album is all about, actually.
I've never seen a gorilla coat before. I mean, is that something you go anywhere and buy?
No, actually, this is 100 years old. And there's a really great story that goes along with this. I'd been looking for gorilla skins for 7 years. And this particular one is black African gorilla. Can't get more black than that. And I found them in one day. I found them at 2 different antique stores. Oh, it was, yeah. I mean, I screamed. I screamed, and I designed it and had it made long and put on this, like, vampire collar at the back.
Oh, yeah. That is really nice.
Isn't it fabulous?
But doesn't it get warm up here?
It's hot.
Would you like to take it off? Yes.
So now we're going to take it off.
Would say yes.
Yes.
But really, that is very nice.
God, I wish we could have a camera on everybody that was watching. Just to see them.
Well, we have a lot to talk about in 2 hours, so I guess we may as well start right from the beginning.
You got a long show, don't you?
Yeah, we sure do.
They're going to see your mug for 2 hours. Oh, God, they're going to see mine for 2 hours, too.
That's right.
Okay.
But let's start from the beginning. You grew up in Niagara Falls, and I always thought of Niagara Falls as being just a place for tourists, just a place to visit. What was
it? It is, actually. It is. It's a place for tourists. I used to work, as a matter of fact, putting on raincoats on people. I did.
To walk under the falls?
Believe it or not, I put raincoats on people.
Did you really? To walk under the falls?
To walk under the falls. And finally, one day, I finally took a trip down there myself. It was actually very fascinating. It was. A lot of water.
Of course, you don't live in Niagara Falls anymore.
No, I don't.
Is your family still there?
I haven't lived there for many years. My mother lives there. My grandmother, she lives in Brooklyn, Ontario. And we're scattered all over the world, I suppose.
But you're in Los Angeles now, of course.
Yeah, I love Los Angeles. I love L.A. We love it.
Now, you started as a model, I understand. I'm just curious to know how old you were and what...
Forget it!
Well, I'm not asking how old you are now. But
in the book of etiquette, a lady doesn't have to tell her age. So you remember all these girls when they ask you what your age is. Between the ages of 18 and 55. So
but I'm not. No, I'm not.
Okay,
asking
you want to know how old
now.
I was? Then I'd be giving myself away.
Okay, well.
When? Tell me, I might tell you.
When you first started modeling, I'm curious to know how you were when you started modeling.
God, that was a long time ago. 17. I was 17. I had the choice between going into the martial arts or going into the modeling field. And I thought I'd probably make it better in the modeling field. So there I am.
But
here we are.
I understand you have a movie coming out in which you'll get to use some of your martial arts, and we'll talk about that a little later.
I don't use my martial arts. I don't. No, I don't. It's a love story. It's a cross between a love story and a martial arts film, and I play the love story.
Well, we're going to talk about that in depth a little later in the show. But as a model, what kind of work did you get in the beginning as a model?
The first job I ever got was Pearl Drops tooth polish.
Well, I think we all remember that one.
Yeah, I jumped for joy. I swear. I jumped for joy when I got that. I thought there's a chance. There's a hope. Really.
So why did you decide to go from modeling into singing?
God, I know, I don't understand because I'm not a very good singer.
Why do you sing?
I'm just not. I'm really not. I try hard. I remember when I first went into the studio, I was terrible. I was really terrible. I'm getting better. But why did I go in? Prince said to me one day, after we'd been seeing each other for a while, he said, you want to form a group? He said, if you really love me, you'll come with me. Ooh. It's a heavy statement.
Yes. How did you first meet Prince? How did that relationship come about?
Actually, it came about the American Music Awards. That's why it was really nice to be able to give him an award, the Purple Rain Award, at the American Music Awards. I quite enjoyed it.
But how did it come about? I mean,
how did it come about?
Understand you?
Oh, I was talking to the president of the William Morris Agency, and I said, I want to be a singer. I want to be an actress. And I just started whining. And he was telling me I had to concentrate on doing one thing, and I had to move to Los Angeles because New York was no place to try and start all this commotion. And I went and I cried to my best friend, Hal Ray, who is now my manager, agent, father, everything, confidant. And I said, oh, I'll never be a singer. And that night, he says to me, here, take 2 tickets. I mean, he was always trying to stop me from crying, right? Take these tickets and go go to the American Music Awards and have fun, and you'll forget all about it tomorrow, and you'll wake up happy or whatever. Well, that night is the night that I met Prince.
Oh, is that right?
He said to me, well, actually, he didn't say. The lady came up to me and she said, do you think that you could take him to the bathroom?
She asked you to take Prince to the bathroom?
Is that a drop-dead line or what? I mean, I haven't had that line ever.
Did you take him?
Oh, gosh, no. Shut up.
Okay. Well, we got to talk a little bit more about Prince later in the show, too, because there are quite a few things I want to ask you about him. But first of all, we want to play your video, Pretty Mess, and maybe you can tell us a little bit about it briefly. I understand that you actually come up with the concepts for all your videos.
As a matter of fact, I did. Yes, I wrote the video and organized a lot of it and edited it. Edited.
Yeah, that's hard to say, isn't it?
Edited it.
I did the editing.
Yes, I did that too. And I wrote that dumb little song. That song, actually, I wrote at about 4 o'clock in the morning. I finished at about 5. And I was so happy and in such a happy mood, I wrote that song. It's quite funny.
You know, I think it's only fair that I take mine off, too, since you've got yours off.
Absolutely.
Get a
You
little more
gonna take off your
comfortable.
shirt?
No, thank you. Maybe later, maybe the second hour of the show.
Huh?
Now, you call that song, you say it only took you an hour to write it, and you spoke about yourself.
I exaggerate.
Yeah, but you're saying you are not a singer. Now, that's a criticism that I have heard from others, but doesn't that offend you when someone says that?
Not really. If I was perfect, I suppose I'd say I'm perfect. Huh? But no, I'm not. I'm just learning. You know, and you don't start out in this business knowing everything. At least I didn't. I've been criticized quite a lot.
I mean, because I've heard
people are just starting to respect me, actually, which is quite nice, you know. But I don't think that they should expect that I would be brilliant walking into this.
But it doesn't hurt if someone says that,
But I can't
that
sing?
Vanity, yeah, she's not really a singer, she's pretty, that's why she's making it in her relationship with Prince.
I don't know about all of that. That could piss me off a bit. No,
Yeah.
no I think that there's, you know, some talent behind this, or else I wouldn't be in the business.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a great Aretha Franklin. I'm not a Diana Ross. You know, I'm Vanity, and I'm whatever I am.
Yeah.
And I don't mind being Vanity.
No? Okay,
I know a
why
lot of
did you
people
leave?
that say that I can't sing. I know a lot of people that say I can sing great, which I think is nice.
Well, I think that they probably had the same thing said of Aretha Franklin and Diana Ross, too. I'm sure that, you know, everybody gets some criticism. Yeah. So that's nothing new.
You can't have everything, right?
That's right. Why'd you leave Minneapolis and that whole family, Prince and his entourage?
Well, basically, I needed to do something on my own. Really, all in all, I really needed to make the wild animal. I had this dream inside of me, which needed to be fulfilled. Mm-hmm. It was a big dream, and it's something that, you know, tears you, and it tore me this way, and so I couldn't make it and be affiliated with the PRN production.
Yeah, is that an affiliation?
I needed to do it on my own. I needed to do it that I'm...
Are you still fighting, though, trying to get rid of that
God, no.
association?
Oh, Lord, no.
Prince and his organization?
Not at all. Not at all. I love all those people.
So there was no bitterness when you left?
Well, I wouldn't call it bitterness. You know, you're unhappy that you're leaving. They're unhappy that you're leaving. Hopefully, I mean, it's like that old saying, your mother doesn't kick you out of the house and say, have a good time. You know, I mean, actually, I think they're all quite behind me.
It is driving me crazy having this woman sitting here singing in my ear during all these videos.
I know, it probably aches by now.
Oh, no, it doesn't ache. It just drives me wild.
Oh, I like that.
As we mentioned before, Vanity beat out 6 other contestants to win the honor of the hottest female video artist of 1984. Sheila E. is one of those contestants, and, of course, Sheila E. is currently opening up for Prince on this tour. There's a distinction that Vanity 6 used to have. Is that something that you miss? Do you know Sheila E., first of all?
Oh, yes, I do know Sheila E. quite well. She's lovely. She's a sweetheart.
Well, so you all are friends.
She's got a nice heart. Yeah, she's got a good heart. I like her.
I mean...
Yeah. People can't believe that, you know, Apollonia and I are friends. And Sheila E., they're always trying to make out... So anytime you ever hear any of those stupid rumors, don't believe everything you read. It's almost like the press wants to believe that there actually is some kind of, you know, disgusting feud going on. It's crazy, but there isn't. No.
Well, who is Prince's woman, if you will?
Prince doesn't have really a woman.
No?
Not one. You can't single out any woman. One that owns his heart?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. You tell me.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
Prince
there
won't
you
talk
go.
to me.
He won't?
No, he won't talk to me. But, I mean, are you one of his women? I mean, what is that? I'm just curious to know what the relationship with you him.
I don't see him anymore. Huh? We don't see each other anymore.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at Sheila E. now. So what do you think about her as a musician, by the way?
She's fantastic. She really is.
Yeah,
she really is something. I first saw her and met her when she was with Lionel Richie at a concert. I thought, God, she's really good. I think it's really nice that Prince has given a lot of different women a lot of chance, because I don't know any other people that are like that. You know, that they really give you a chance to go out and have a career.
Yeah, well, he's created some great opportunities.
Yes, he has, and that's really, I respect him for that.
Welcome back to Video Soul. We are talking with Vanity. That was her friend Samuel that you saw at the beginning of that shot. Besides Diana Ross, there are 2 other She's Hot contestants that have been around making music for quite some time, and they are Chaka Khan and Tina Turner. And I'm just curious to know what you think about the both of them.
Both women. Fabulous. Tina Turner is exceptional. I hope that, I mean, if I could have half the career that Tina Turner has, I'd be a very lucky woman. Girl. Excuse me. No. No,
yeah, she has had quite a career.
Yeah.
Were you surprised to see her come back like she did in
No,
84?
not at all. Not at all. I wasn't surprised, because I always loved her. I saw her concert in, I got the chance, the opportunity to see her in concert at the Ritz. I also played there in New York City. She tore the house down. I mean, the place was actually, it was vibrating. I mean, you could feel it. It was like, you thought the upstairs was going to go downstairs. It was magnificent. I mean, you get into it, you just body and soul right in with her.
What about Chaka?
Chaka's fabulous. Of course, she's got a great voice. Gosh, she's got a great voice.
Do you know both of them?
No, I don't. I felt that I knew Tina for a second, just because on the American Music Awards, when I was giving away the award to Prince for Purple Rain, she looked at me for a second from the audience, and it was like the eyes were focused. And you know how you look around, and then all of a sudden, you see her, and she was staring at me like my mom would say, "God, I'm proud of you."
Is that
you know,
right?
I just felt warmth and everything. God, I was like, I was looking at her, I just stared at her, and she stared at me with this big smile, and I felt like my mom was out there watching.